Oh, it's so beautiful here on the Spring Creek server. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Nick. Welcome to the channel. I love you beautiful faces. Don't you love my beautiful face? I'm so glad that I recreated this skin in Java, even though I really miss my shuck of hair. I really do. It's so amazing to have you guys back here. And I've got so much amazing stuff to tell you guys about. So many amazing things to show you. I finally... It took forever. It didn't take forever, but I've been teaching myself how to use replay mod because I really wanted to be able to time lapse a really cool build. I have so much more respect now for seeing all of the different stuff that gets done. Don't look over there. That's spoilers. Nope. Don't look over there. We'll talk about that in a future episode. But yeah, I have so much more respect for people that do all of the time lapses, the amount of time it takes, moving the camera, setting your keyframes, all that different stuff. I never realized quite how much was involved in it. So this behind me is the blank canvas on which we are going to paint our beautiful starter base. I've really been excited to kind of get cracking into this build because I didn't want this to just be a simple little box house. I didn't want this to be some kind of, Minecraft 2011 kind of. That's really close to my face. But, let me show you some of the materials that I have been collecting here. Just to get this build kind of underway. We've got a ton of cobbled deep slate rocking and rolling in here. I found an amethyst geode and got myself some calcite. I love that calcite block. I really think it's amazing. I love the sound it makes when you mine it too. We've got a ton of nether wart blocks here and a ton of nether bricks. Also those crimson stems, some smooth quartz. That's gunpowder. We can't really build with that, but let's not waste any more time. We've got to get building here. I've got a huge build planned, and it's gonna take me a while, sadly. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my first ever time lapse. Always remember to light up your things as you build them, especially when you're building a floor up above the basement that you're currently working. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. That was absolutely the worst idea I've probably ever had in Minecraft. But the basement is done, and we'll get back to the time lapse in just a moment because we have so much more to do on this house. But so here's the thing. I really love this. I really love this, the crimson plank. I really love the crimson planks here against this kind of mixture of the deep slate and the black stone bricks. I really think that looks really, really nice. The problem is I really think you run into a clash when you get to the spruce here, with the spruce flooring there. And I was trying to kind of think of some different things I could use as support beams in here, but I can't think of anything. Unfortunately, I just can't kind of think of anything that would work well with this and kind of tie into this. So I think this is going to have to get ripped out of here. I know I staged all the I was going to say ingredients, like I'm making a cake or something. But you know, I prepared all of the different materials that I was going to use for this build. Ooh, like spooky, like telling a campfire story. But yeah, I had all the ingredients. I just did it anyway. Oh god. Yeah, I had all this stuff staged, and I really did want to use all of this stuff, but I really do like those spruce logs, the accent, the way that complements that calcite and everything on the outside. And I've got some other stuff done that I haven't shown you guys just yet. That's why we're staying down in the basement where there's no spoilers. But yeah, light up your stuff as you build it. And I'm going to keep thinking of other ideas for this floor, but it's not going to make it into this episode. So, you know, if you guys have any ideas of stuff that you would like to throw in on the floor here, or you think might look good down in the basement here, let me know. Maybe going with wood is wrong because it's a basement. Maybe I should go with a more just kind of rocky or stone or some kind of feel like that. I'm not 100% sure. At any rate, let's get back to that time lapse. You know, I have gained such a just a different level of respect and admiration for the people that do this replay mod stuff in multiple episodes a week and whatnot. Woo! Oh my. Welcome back, everybody. It's super amazing to have you here. This episode, so it turns out that this episode of me building a starter base, this has been like almost a month in the making, like just teaching myself to play replay mod, getting things situated here on the Spring Creek SMP, and getting myself all ready to go. But I am finally ready to unveil my starter base. Now, you guys have seen obviously all the different stuff in the time lapse. We've got so many different things to go through with this. Don't look over there to the right. That's a spoiler. We'll talk about that in the next episode, even though I built it way before I built this house. But I am super excited to talk to you guys about this in the morning. What a perfect morning. There is so much to show you guys with this build. I don't even really know where to begin, so we'll just kind of take a few nice kind of sweeping gazes to look down at this. Now, this thing is monstrous. This is a massive base. That's why this took me so long. Aside from learning how to do all the replay mod stuff, that took me a little bit of time as well. And I mean, that time lapse, there was probably a couple of janky spots in there. I do apologize for that. I'm still learning. With the replay mod stuff. But let's walk up to the front of the house here. And I went with a nice mix. We've got some diorite bricks, those are, which is from the Vanilla Tweaks texture pack. That would normally be smooth diorite. We've got regular diorite, and we've got calcite up there on the second floor. Down here on the first floor, we've got regular diorite, calcite, and some white concrete blocks. And I just kind of wanted to mix a few different things in here. I didn't want it to be too awfully crazy. And of course, because we had a lot of spruce wood from doing work over here, we used spruce wood as our accent pieces in here, except for the trim around the roof. That is dark oak, because you'll notice that matches like so much closer to that. These are spruce planks down here next to spruce logs. You can see the contrast there. I wanted something that matched the wood in the actual beams of the house a lot more closely. So that's why we went with that there. You saw in the time lapse putting in these bushes. Now, this was a lot of fun, and this does add, especially here in the in the shaders and everything, the nice kind of amazing glow as nighttime sets in, like as the evening sets and comes down when you're working over here. We've got tons of these little bushes all around here. We've got some gravel and some cobblestone, different things over here. I just absolutely love this. I wanted to pepper in a couple of these, and it takes forever sometimes. If you want a specific type of spruce tree, it takes forever to get it, but finally got those as well. And we've just got all of this stuff going all around the back of the house. I moved, and if you like see the house during various stages during the time lapse, if you go back and watch it, you'll see these beams are definitely in different positions in some of the time lapse footage, just because they ended up getting moved because I didn't like the way that they looked. I wanted to go with an asymmetrical look to them first, like having the ones on the second floor not line up. There's a tree in the way with the ones on the first floor, but unfortunately that just didn't end up looking very good, and I wanted it to look really nice. I love that shadow kind of cast from the trees there, and that little bit of light peeking through where it lets it in. I think that's amazing. Inside, of course, there's a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, we've got nothing, but we will get something in here at some point. And, you know, inside here, you can see we went with a little bit of a smooth quartz trim. And this is just some blue concrete I've got in here. I've been working with a couple of different variants of different things to see how I like things. I want to make a nice room transition. I think these doorways need to be bigger. We also need to come up with a good window transition. I was initially going to do like some spruce loggage and stuff like that, and that just didn't end up looking quite as good as I had wanted it to. And of course, you can see there is nothing else up here as well. I didn't even put walls in this section here. We've got our little roof pitch up there. I'm super proud of this roof, by the way. If you guys have watched my Triton Craft series, you guys know I lament building roofs. I don't think I'm very good at it. And we've got our little patio thing out here. There's going to be all sorts of decorations, all sorts of different stuff. Wow. Going on around here at some point. I just finished this chimney. This is the last little piece we added on here. We've got one of the fires going up super, super tall with the little hay bale underneath the bottom of it there. And I wanted to do something completely different in this section of the build only. So we mixed in some regular andesite, some andesite brick, and the tough block. And I really think that's a kind of really, really, like this almost just looks like dirty cobblestone to me. Like I really, really love that. Or like even a dirtier version of this andesite. I really, really love that. I think it really fits in there, which of course you're having campfires, you're having smoke coming out of the chimney, it would be a little bit dirtier. I decided to pop this out here because there was a little bit, like I wanted obviously this, like I wanted a border around the roof. Not having a border around the roof made it look terrible. Like honestly, it was just way too big and way too much of this deep slate tile. So I decided to add this dark oak border in here, and then these are spruce logs again, kind of sticking in here, and I wanted these popping out just a little bit to add a little bit of depth and to kind of break up the monotony of the roof structure on this side, because there's nothing else over here except for this little out thing right here. We've still got to add some more windows. I will probably end up moving some windows at some point. Yeah, this window, like I haven't even fixed where I ended up moving the wall because I moved the beam over. Like that's going to completely change as well. But I honest to God, I love this building. I think this looks absolutely incredible. You guys definitely have to let me know what you think about this guy down in the comments section. Make sure, you know, if you do like the video, if you're watching the video, if you like this content, it really does help me out if you just leave a comment down in the comments below and leave a like on the video. It really helps more people see the videos, and I would really appreciate it. And I love your beautiful faces just for being here. You're amazing. But any support that you can give me, any help that you can give me is even better. You guys are definitely going to have to let me know what you think. I even just love that shot of the building, just kind of peeking at it. We've got, I mean, I've got to clean up some of the trees and stuff. So like the landscaping is not done on the outside as well. That's definitely going to be something I'm going to be focusing on, because a lot of these trees were just planted here, A, to try to get bees. You'll see there's flowers next to all these oak trees because I was trying to get bees nests. And then, you know, like just a bunch of other random stuff kind of floating around in here. But I love the landscaping over here. It's the mountains biome, so it had a lot of stone, a lot of surface stone over here. You can see there's still a little bit of it over here, but I really wanted this to look a little bit more organic, and I really wanted this to look a little bit more wooded and lived in. So that's why I added all of this grass over here. I like that little bit of podzol being mixed in there. I think that looks really good. And then, of course, we over here, last thing I can show you guys is this little pathway that just goes up to the top of the hill. This is something I dug very early on when I first joined, because I wanted to get up to the top of the hill, because that's when I planted that little Christmas tree right over there. That was actually kind of my beacon, how I found my way home. If I left for any period of time, I waited until I saw the big Christmas tree on top of the hill. And of course, now I've got this guy in here with some glowstone up in the top of it, so that glows so nicely at nighttime. I love it. And we've even got another one over there as well. I think this looks absolutely fantastic. You guys are just, like I said, you're going to have to let me know what you think. I don't know. I don't know, like, what I expected, like, coming into Java. There's still some things about Java that are still weird to me. Like, placing scaffolding is probably the weirdest thing. Also, I really miss my spiky hair. I really miss my spiky hair from Bedrock Edition, but of course you can't do that with skins in Java Edition, not without, like, you know, data packs or, you know, different stuff like the stuff they use to make the funky hats and stuff in Hermitcraft. Maybe I'm thinking about adding a different block to that roof, maybe blocking it up a little bit, breaking it up, I should say, with maybe some of the deep slate, like smooth deep slate, or even just a regular cobbled deep slate or something like that, just to break it up a little bit. It is still a little same. And especially given the kind of variation in texture in the rest of the build, it does kind of just look really monotonous. Like, even with it breaking up with the border and everything around it. I like the variation in the house because you definitely get those different shades of white from the different blocks. So yeah, I did change my mind. If you noticed in the time lapse there, 3 different times on the roof, I had cobbled up there first. And then I was like, no, I don't like that. So I put the polished up there. And then I was like, no, they have the deep slate tiles. It's perfect for a roof. Let's use that. Guys, this episode has been so long in the making, but I super appreciate your patience in... Don't ask where that came from. Why do you want to know? I love playing... Oh, God, we're almost dead. I love playing on this server. My brother's got some really cool buildings and some really cool farms going on. Those are all really cool at some point during the lifespan of the season. I don't know if he's planning on releasing his own videos from it. He really should. But if he's not, then, you know, eventually sometime we'll take a nice little tour and we'll check out all of the stuff that he is working on. But yeah, there it is, guys. The starter, quote unquote, starter house for the Spring Creek SMP. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. We're going to get some nice big rooms in there, a living room, a kitchen, a nice storage room, probably in the basement. We'll probably use the basement for storage so I can move a bunch of the stuff that we've just got kind of crammed in over here in our starter area, like the area I began in. I really want these guys. I keep running through there and grabbing crops and stuff, and they shoot at me and they hit me, and actually they just killed me not too long ago because they're jerks. But I really want to break their crossbows, and then, you know, I'll slap some name tags on them. Maybe I'll be able to have some pacified pillagers. But I love your beautiful faces. I want to thank you so much for taking the opportunity to check out this new series. I am super, super excited to be doing this. It's really great to play with other people, and especially to play. I know my brother's been a huge Minecrafter for years. He loves playing, and his kids even play. So it's really, really nice to play with all of them on the same server as well, and hopefully we can get other people in the family or whatever else the case may be involved. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you leave a comment on the video, like the video, look at the garden. Seriously, look at the garden. I hope my brother doesn't sleep because I know he's on. Look at the garden out here. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. But I mean, you could see even there just a little bit, just that little bit of that glow that you got to see there. I was really, really hoping we'd get a good shot of that at night. I'll probably be able to pull a screen grab of that or something. But there she is, guys. Starter base. Thank you so much for watching. Please tune in to the next episode and make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on my future content. I love you, beautiful faces, and I will see you next time from the Spring Creek SMP. Bye! I miss my hair.